guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I was going to make a really simple card using the Another Wonderful Year stamp set. This is a clear mount stamp set, so it's on the red rubber, and it comes in 2 cases. I like that they're doing the 2 cases now instead of 1 thick case. I just like this better. I don't know why, but there's so many sentiments that it does take up 2 cases, and it's just sentiments. There are no images or anything. And there's all different fonts. I like this. And a set like this basically will get you through a whole year. That's why it's called Another Wonderful Year. We have Just a Friendly Hello, Best Dad Ever, Congratulations, We're So Happy for You, Love You More, You Are Invited, Greatly Appreciate All You Do, Celebrate Another Wonderful Year, Thank You, Thinking of You, Merry and Bright, and Everything I Am You Help Me to Be. And I love stamp sets like this that are full of sentiments. Because pretty much everything you need will be right here. And I'm going to be using this one, the Everything I Am You Help Me to Be today. And I'm going to make a really simple card. And I'm going to be using the Graceful Glass Designer Series paper. So I already cut a piece down. This one is cut at 3 by 6. So they come in 6 by 6 sheets, and they're these vellum. And there's all different like stained glass type images. And the idea here is that you would color them. So this one side you can kind of feel has some texture, and then the other side's completely flat and dull. We're going to actually color on this side. And with this stained glass paper, you want to color with the blends. They work the best. You could use your Stampin' Right markers, but I find the blends work really well. So again, I cut this one just in half. So it's 3 by 6, and I'm actually going to be cutting it down more, but I want to color it first. So what I'm going to do is I'm grabbing out my subtles Stampin' Blends. So I keep my blends in the wide cases. You can order these wide cases, and I keep them by color family. So these are all of the subtles colors that we have so far. There are more colors, you guys, in the holiday catalog. I can't wait for you to see that. And I'm going to color in my stained glass. So I'll get started just so you can see what it's all about, but then I'm going to pause the camera and finish coloring because it'll be kind of boring for you to watch that. But what I'm going to do is, let me see here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, so this one right here is the dark soft sea foam. And it doesn't really matter how you color or what colors you use, so you just color it in. So you won't really see much, as you can notice here, you're not really seeing the color. But when you flip it over, and actually this soft sea foam wasn't a good example because it's really light, but you can see it really well on the other side. So I have that. And what do we have here? This one is the Petal Pink. This is a really light color. I'm going to color these guys right here. So the idea here is not that you copy the colors I'm using. You could use whatever you want. The idea though is just so you see how simple it is to do this. So I'm going to put you guys on hold, and I'll be back when I finish coloring it. Hi guys, I'm back, and I'm just about done coloring. I have to tell you, the blends make coloring so easy. It will dry with no lines, and if you use like the Stampin' Right markers, which I love, you will get some lines, but you don't at all with the blend. See how I can quickly fill it in, and then it dries, and it'll be completely streak-free. And really, the blends are so simple to use. I wasn't much of a colorer before the blends came out, and I was even a little skeptical about them. I thought, oh, do I really need those? I'm so glad I got them because I love them. I am sold. Okay, so there's my Highland Heather. I'm just about done here. I'm going to grab the Mint Macaron, and I just have, let's see, this little guy here to color. So go in there, and the blends are very forgiving too. There is a color lifter, so you wouldn't really use the color lifter on vellum, but if you're, say, coloring like an image on Whisper White cardstock and you accidentally color outside the line and you don't like it, there's a color lifter which will remove the color. Okay, and I'm just going to grab the Calypso Coral one more time. This is the dark. And I'm going to finish my lines here. I'm going to be cutting some of these off, but I'm just going to go down, and I'm coloring on my table a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind. We will do it for this project. I'll just wipe that off in a second. I could put a piece of scrap paper down, but I'm being lazy. Oops, I see one more thing I need to color. Okay, color. Oops, I don't want to get that on the bottom. I probably should have put something down. Okay, let me wipe this off real quick because I don't want to get it on the bottom of my vellum. I wasn't thinking about that. Grab a little wipe here. Do you guys keep, look, that's not even going to come off because it's permanent, but I want to make sure that it's dry. Seems pretty dry. Okay, should be safe. Do you guys keep baby wipes? Okay, I see I have one little tiny thing left to color. And let's go with the light. What is this one? The Petal Pink might be too light. Let's go with the lighter Calypso Coral. Right here, these guys. Just gonna color these 4. See how simple it is to color with these? 1, 2, oh, I see a spot I forgot. You guys, you see that? Grab my dark Calypso Coral out one more time. Right here. Okay, so we're gonna color this one and this one. And I think it is this color. Now I don't remember which color that was. That's okay, we're just gonna guess. It's a little bit different, but that's okay. All right, so now my stained glass is done. And it dries really quickly. But when I flip it over, look at that, it's so pretty on this side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna be doing, let me grab my card base here. I'm gonna be doing my card base in Highland Heather, and this is a standard A2 card size, so it's 5.5 by 8.5. And so it's gonna only be 5.5 inches tall. So I need to cut this down to 5.5 inches. So let me grab my trimmer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a 1/4 inch off. Since it's 6 inches, I'm gonna cut a 1/4 inch off each end, just so it's exactly the same. But if I would have done this first, it would have been harder to color in and keep my pattern going. So now it looks like that, which is still totally fine. So now it's 5.5 by 3, and we can put our card together. So let's go ahead and fold our card base. And this is the Highland Heather. Isn't this so pretty? This is one of the new colors. A new purple color. Okay, and our card's gonna go this way. Okay. And I have a piece of soft, or actually, before I do that, I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is cut as the exact same as this. So it's 3 by 5.5. And I want to mount this on here because then the colors really pop. Do you see that? If I leave it just plain, or if I was just to put it on here, see how it dulls the colors, but I really want them to show. And I actually find the snail adhesive works really well with the, with this stained glass. Sometimes adhesive will show through, but I really don't notice the snail at all. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use that. I'm gonna line it up exactly on here. Okay, see, and I can't see the adhesive at all. So snail is definitely the way to go with this. And then I'm going to mount this onto a piece of soft seafoam cardstock. Soft seafoam, another new color. So this one's 3 1/4 by 5.5. So it's the exact same length. So I just want to line it up with a little bit of border on each side, like so. Pretty, right? And then I'm going to just stick this right onto my card front. So if you don't have the Graceful Glass Designer Series paper, this is a great card to copy with any Designer Series paper you have that you really like, because the Designer Series paper is sort of the star of the show here. You see that? Then we just need our little sentiment. So I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And let's see, this is 2.5 by 1.5. And we're going to stamp. I'm going to use the Highland Heather ink. And I'm going to stamp that sentiment. The one I told you earlier. Everything I am, you helped me to be. So I'm just going to ink that up. And do my best to get right in the middle here. Perfect. And let me clean that off on my chamois here. Okay. Close up my ink. All right, put that away. Okay, and I'm going to mount this onto a piece of soft seafoam. So this soft seafoam piece would be 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. Just going to put that right on there. And then this is going to go right on top, and that's going to be it. It really is a simple card. I'm going to put this right here. And that's my card. Everything I am, you helped me to be. Pretty, right? And here's one I did earlier, and this one's colored a little bit different. So it doesn't really matter how you color it. You can do it any way you want. Isn't that pretty though and simple? And that stained glass is really pretty. And you see how adding the white behind it really helps the colors to pop. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll check out the Another Wonderful Year stamp set. Thanks guys. Bye.